Hi Taurus, welcome back to Wandering Magic. This is going to be your April message. April 2023, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Happy birthday, by the way. The song I got for you was Rihanna, Get It Over With, which I haven't heard in a while. But if you haven't heard it, you should hear it. It's definitely a vibe. In the song, she says something like, I keep wondering why it keeps thundering. Won't you just let it rain and get it over with? Something like that. And really, it's a metaphor to cry. You keep emotions bottled up inside of you, and you just need to release them. And some of you just need a good cry to move on. And moving on is a big theme and consistent theme in the cards in front of me. So there's something that requires you to accept what is, release what isn't, let go of what was. There's something about the past that is lingering around with the Six of Emotions in reverse, the Six of Cups. Something that is making you kind of like in a cycle of just sadness, in a cycle of you can't get out of your depression. You can't stop the spiral. You can't get over something. Some of you feel a little betrayed, but it's not really like betrayal. It's more disappointment. It's more like you really want this thing and you just can't accept what is. It didn't quite pan out the way that you had seen it in your mind, but it's panning out and happening the way that it's happening. And that's the part that you need to accept. It is something, again, that is asking you to move on with the High Priestess in reverse. No, it's like also you knew deep down inside this is the way it was going to go. This is the way it was going to be. And you're still kind of in a little bit of a disbelief period. If I didn't say this, happy birthday. I don't remember if I said it or not, but back to that, tuning into your intuition too is so important to function in general in life, because whether you are aware of it or not, we are always in, our intuition is always talking to us. And those manifestations around your birthday, right? The literal or metaphor for having a birthday cake, blowing out the candles, making a wish because you're magical AF during your birthday. So really paying attention to thoughts, what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and being honest with yourself. The Death card in reverse, again, kind of relates to the Six of Cups, where you are just refusing to accept something and move on. Kind of like that's already over with, but just like the name of Rihanna's song, Get It Over With, like it's already done and over with. So it's like once you get to that point of radical acceptance, then you can 100% just move on. Your Kipper message, and I kind of did these in reverse because I was just flowing. But your Kipper message is great fortune, expectation, and bad health. So a lot of you with this bad health, it's more like an unhealthy habit, like a bad habit. So being conscious of the habits that you're creating, your thought patterns. Are you being extra loungy on the couch, right? Are you constantly eating and catering to the sweet tooth? Things like that, right? The comfort foods instead of the ones that kind of like nourish your body. And it's not just food, it's everything that nourishes you. And like, don't get me wrong, you know, there's 100% of the time, you know, a portion of the time you have to cater to your human side. I don't know why I'm just trying to filter myself. Anyway, you know, you got to cater to the human side of you where you do nothing and you're a couch potato. But when you are stuck too much in that bubble, you could potentially stay there, and it really does more harm than good. It's not really about distracting yourself with things, but it is finding healthy habits and finding new ways of doing things, because it feels like a lot of you are stuck in a cycle of redundancy. Every day, every week, week after week, you're still talking about the same thing. You're still doing the same thing or not doing what you're supposed to. Sorry, my cat is like looking all around and there's like not even a light beaming. I don't know what he's looking at. Anyway, just be mindful of your health. Some of you need to follow up with doctor's appointments as well. I'm just going to throw that out there. But the important thing is, a lot of these messages with these Kipper cards, when the two of the cards, and sometimes three, when they come out together, there's significance. And so specifically with these two here, the bad health and the good fortune, you're probably like, oh, like that seems like opposite, but actually it's good because it's health improving. And here's the timing in the next 3 months. So April, May, June, July. So by the summertime, you'll be in your prime. The sun will be in the sky. Boom. It's a beautiful thing. More outdoor time I'm getting too. More I'm seeing feet in the grass. So picnic time, going to a park, things like that. Grounding, meditating, root chakra, red. Okay. All right. So back to the tarot message. You are holding on to something that you need to let go to. What is it about the past that is dragging you down? What is that expectation that you're holding on to? You need to release that, because star card here, there could be an Aquarius. Is there another one? A Scorpio. Aquarius and Scorpio are prominent, but you know, there is hope. There is hope. Things turning around for you, but believing that. Remember, I was saying healthy thoughts, healthy habits, and things like that. And starting now, so the healthy habits can trickle and even more in, and you're kind of, you know, pulling that energy toward you, feeling that energy, embodying that energy. Embodying meaning living in that energy, right? Feeling it, doing it, walking your walk, basically. You got the Five of Voices, which is the Five of Swords. So again, something about ego, something about, you know, just something around you. If you have like an arrogant person around you, someone who is kind of like an attitude, or I'm getting it feels very masculine, who is just kind of smug, kind of gets on your nerves sometimes. Really don't let that get to you. Again, you got the Chariot, so there is something significant about July that I feel like is going to be good for you. And I know, right, it's like that waiting period, but the thing is, if you have been in like bad habits, this is where you're breaking those bad habits, and you're really jumping into healthier modalities. I don't even know why I said that. Healthy habits, things like that. You just want to get, this is your time to kind of, like now I'm seeing a groundhog. So the groundhog, right, they're underground, and they kind of like tunnel through, right? And then they pop out, and they're like, is it time to come out? I think the groundhog this year in Pennsylvania, it's Phil. I'm not sure if that's like a thing all around, but anyway, he I believe he saw a shadow, so that means we had the 6 weeks, extra 6 weeks of winter, even though technically we're in spring. So again, there is something significant about coming out from underground and popping your head up to say, hey, I'm here. What's going on? What's going? Because I also feel like you've been a little out of tune and out of touch, not only with yourself, but like with people, or maybe you've kind of been too much to yourself and you haven't been peopling. And I'm like, I get it. But there's something about your social media that needs to also go up. So kind of be mindful of that. As the month goes on and as the months go on, you are going to be letting your guard down. I'm getting be patient about something because I see you growing impatient with whatever the situation is. So just be patient and try to focus on, again, healthy thoughts, healthy habits, and then it'll be like one day to the next is what it's going to feel like when you get there. Like, wow, it wasn't even that bad. Okay. Hopefully that made sense. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. And your outcome is beginning. So see what I mean? Like things getting better for you, things feeling better, you kind of walking through that gate into better. Like you see how dark it is around here, and yeah, that's what you're walking through. But bigger and brighter days. Again, coming out from underground and walking into the sun. Oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Your advice, cycles. When are we talking about cycles? Cycles, this is my mushroom oracle deck. It says, don't let the illusion of time fool you. You are where you need to be right now. See? Right now. Because in the coming months, things get better. All right, so we got, it's up to you. So again, here's the advice, but do what you want with it. No, don't stay where you are right now, kind of moving on and moving forward, and communicate clearly. And that could be with another person or the universe, okay? Watch your sun, moon, and rising for any additional messages. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.